Yes, we'll start by lifting our voices and us going to open your understanding in Jesus' mighty name. Open my understanding. I'm going to be preaching today. In Jesus' mighty name. My topic today is going to be the mystery of sound. First, we're going to define the meaning of sound. Sound are the frequencies that come from the presence. Sound is not the I did not say that sound is the frequency that comes from heaven. It's the sound that comes from the presence, because there's ungodly sound which comes from the presence of the devil. Okay. Sound is what drives our soul. It does not need to go through security to get into our heart. Sound is a leader in the spirit. Sound brings back life. It bounces people's life back. You can get that from John 11 when Jesus told Lazarus to come forth. He spake, and speaking is you release sound from your mouth. Now when Jesus spake, life came back to Lazarus. You can understand that sound is a carrier of spirit. Sound is the ladder in the spirit realm. You can understand that sound quickens, energizes, and strengthens, as you've just said in John 11. Yes, sound quickens, energizes, and strengthens. That we can get our strength from the book of Ezekiel 1:1. And Ezekiel 2:1. If you understand those, if you read those scriptures and gain understanding, and go to understand that sound is the quickener, it is the energizer and the strengthener. The presence of God is not only fire, but sound and light, because it's written that God dwells in light. That's why sound and light still remain a mystery. That's why it still remains a mystery. It's not kinetic or no potential energy. That's why it still remains a mystery, because God dwells in them. Okay, you can understand that sound is what governs the presence of God. We're going to get it from Revelation 1:9. I'm not going to read these scriptures. You can just go home and read it. The other verse is Revelation 4:1. Sound is sound in the spirit is not for communication, but for transportation and traveling. Sound transports spirits. You cannot access the presence of God without sound. It is the spirit. It's in the spirit that you hear the sound, and that's why you are told that be spiritually conscious to avoid misunderstanding the sound. Like if God comes to your neighbor with a loud voice, telling him on what he or she must do, don't confuse it and think that it's what God is telling your neighbor is yours, because yours is going to come in a still small voice. That's what is written. Spirit summon men using sound. Sound transforms. If you want to become a spiritual man, you must understand that a spiritual man is a madman according to the natural realm, but is supernatural in the supernatural realm, and is supernatural in the supernatural realm. You fall into sin because your spirit is weak. It is written that your spirit no, you fall into sin because your spirit is willing, but the flesh goes over the spirit. That's why you fall into sin. That's why it's written, your spirit wants to pray, but your flesh doesn't want. That's why men fail to pray and fall into sin. The game changer of a weak spirit is sound. God's presence is his face. The game changer of energy is sound. When sound comes, they transport you from the pit into the throne. Sound can quicken the dead, as I just said about Lazarus. It prepares you for battle. Sound prepares you for battle. It energizes you for transport you into places of advantage. If you don't hear sound, you will be defeated. It energizes, quickens, and transports the seed. And the world should be careful, because nowadays the world is now influencing the industry of sound, because nowadays there's reggae music, not reggae music, there's like reggae gospel and hip hop gospel. Reggae is a worldly form of sound, but now gospel sound has gone into the worldly form of sound. Now we should make sure that we keep our eyes open and be focused in Jesus' mighty name. Yes, I'm going to share the grace. Surely God's goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and they shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen.